Hey guys, Road Warrior back here. I was wanting to help out. I was going to do a series, a three-part series, farming series on Amazon to cover it. The main three, the Trahira. The first here, I'm just kind of showing you all the marks, but I'm going to start with the Trahira first on this video. Just showing you up all the marks. Now we'll show you both options, whether you're wanting to use float rod, uh, bottom rod, and finally lures as well. These are all really good marks. Some of them are not well known, some of them are not. If you're a guy looking to farm the Trahira here, this is definitely a great video for you to watch. And then the upcoming clips, I will show you me catching the fish in the spots, as well as I'm showing you what spawn points to go to and all the marks that were used in this video putting this together. I am very experienced at the Amazon, one of my favorite maps at the on Fishing Planet. I think a lot of you agree it's a great map. No matter if you're wanting to go for shark or Pima, Trahira, there's so many options to go for here. Now going on to this spot here in particular that I use, you would want a waggler if you're using a float rod, just so you can have the casting distance to get out there. And all these marks, there is a unique available, just kind of depending on how your luck's going. Also, keynote, you can a lot of times double up if you're patient up on trophies, and it's up to you if you want to camp it out, but I'm going to show you multiple options in the upcoming clip and kind of explain to you what I'm doing as well as the setups, as also covering some of the peaks that I think work the best here for the Trahira, and then later on I'll do a Rapima and Shark at some point. Okay, now as far as the setup, I'm using the La Cazadora 11-foot 1 with the Torbellino 11,000. Right there. The one awesome thing about this, and there's my titanium leader. I use a little bigger than that you probably needed to. Also, I'm using a spell launcher in the event that this is what you guys got unlocked. Again, that is the X Series Waggler. It will not matter. Preferably have just the heavy duty one or the extra large one that'll actually cast very far. Again, just the titanium leader setup. I've never really noticed the bite rate. Now there is the lure setup I'll use towards the end. That's the Tropicana 7-foot 10 with the Ballerina 7500, 83-pound fluoro with an 87 titanium leader off. Upcoming clips, I'll show you me farming. Okay guys, here at spot one keynote I want to tell you again, I may say that a lot, but if you notice in all these upcoming clips, one thing I figured out early on when I started, when I'd unlocked the Amazon and came here fishing and I was going and targeting these Trahira, they're almost always around these dead trees. You will find them in some random spots around fence posts, whatnot around the map, but just kind of upcoming here, I'm just showing you me farming them with the bottom rods that I showed you. Again, you can get 2 trophies. Up to you what you want to do. Now, in this situation, kind of be careful, and I'll show you an upcoming clip at the spot number 2. Be careful in this situation. Sometimes they will run at you, and they will get off on low attention. That is very frustrating. They will sometimes come back. That one there almost got me. That one actually did get me this time. Again, just kind of coming on. That will come back, as you can see. Here's a trophy. Now, it's up to you how long you want to camp it out. Now, again, I'll show you in the upcoming clips later on. If I'm trying to target the uniques and, kind of power level, so to speak, then I will farm these guys at night, and I'll explain why later on. But you can double up trophies. There is the 53-pounder, 54-pounder, as you can see. This is me just stopping by a spot. I usually stop by here and just kind of hit this spot with a lure. If I don't get anything fairly quick, I did pick up an arowana there. Again, note, look at the tree, right by the tree again. Up to you if you want to stick out 1 or 2 trophies. I kind of just hop around and try to keep a quick bite going along here. Also, as far as hook sizes, this could be an argue amongst the community. I would say 6.0 to 10.0. The bigger hooks that you use, I like, because you lessen the chance of the piranha interfering. Now, they still will sometimes on 8s and 9.0s, but I've actually even caught uniques on 10.0s. All up to you on what you want to do on your hook size, but I would say 6.0 to 10.0 is ideal, depending on what you're wanting to do. Again, another double up trophy. Moving on here, this spot here actually gets me a little bit. It's a long cast. Again, you'd want to use a waggler to hit that long spot out there. Kind of what had happened there is I got the common. I missed the trophies by time, so I just went ahead and go and show you this next spot here. Again, this is just me bait farming. Again, the blue-winged grasshoppers are great. Shiners, large minnows, whatever you might have there. Again, this kind of proven to you, and I'll show you in the upcoming the net as well. Now, this was starting around 7 p.m. on that peak, as you can see there. So approximately 45 minutes, I want to say I got 8 or 9 trophy. I think without premium, quite a bit of money still. So that's just me, again, farming on all these spots. And there's an overview of the net. I didn't miss too many times with the for the piranha, but there's eight trophies in 45 minutes real time. Again, I'll just kind of fast forward here and show you the actual payday. So basically almost 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's 83 without premium, 124,000 with premium, 65,000 XP with premium, 43 without. Now here, that peak right there, avoid that night 2 peak if you're going to farm there, and I'll explain that later on peaks. Now this is me, all up to you on what you want to use. Spoons work, jerk baits, swim baits, poppers, toppers, walkers. The roach spoon, I think if you were able to pick that up on the Halloween, that's a great lure. They do fight a little differently on the spoons versus maybe the buzz bait, poppers, toppers, that sort of thing. They will fight a little different. This is just happens to be a trophy here. But again, kind of food for thought. Kind of the way I used to like to power farm is I would farm at night with a lure. That way, if I get trapped in a bad peak or slow fishing, you want to maximize your time. Here's just another demonstration. You can just go back and forth between these spawn points. Now, obviously you could go through any of those marks if you wanted to farm at night, hop around, and maybe target a little more. For me, I kind of just wanted to target trophies and uniques for the most part. Again, I'll show you a lure. This is one of my favorite lures in the game for all kinds of fish, especially shark, Trahira, sometimes even tiger fish. It depends on what I'm doing. And I'll show you a special retrieve coming up here. This does take a special retrieve, as you can see here in my first cast. Granted, I started at 9 p.m. and it's already 9:20 p.m., almost 9:30 p.m. here. So just kind of pay close attention again what I'm doing. I've taught this before on sharks. I've basically lifted my rod tip up, holding the hook set up basically, letting that reel and float, working it slow, and then just kind of let the rest of the clip speak for itself. And I took quite a bit of time to put this together. I hope this helps some of you guys out that might be wanting to farm these Trahira. So I'll let the rest of this speak for itself. Okay, guys, as far as peaks that I like, night peaks, if you're going to farm with a lure, I think is a lot better because you can get stuck in a bad peak. The best ones I can tell you is the 9 o'clock fall off peaks are the best. Midnight are kind of second best to me, those steep camel hump peaks in the midnight. One peak to avoid would be the 9 o'clock peak that I showed you earlier where it's got the dip down where there's nothing, so it kind of flattens out. I would avoid that peak. I hope this helps you guys out, and take care and see you in the next one.